Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about my coaching program structure. I know many of you have been messaging me in WhatsApp and also emailing me just to know, more about the program. I thought I would actually create this short video in order to go through the program structure. First of all, what is the duration for this program? This is 12 to 14 weeks DevSecOps coaching program. We are going to leverage both AWS Cloud as well as Azure Cloud in order to learn or practice DevSecOps. All right. And then every week or every weekend, depending on whichever the course or whichever the batch that you are actually joining, we are going to have 2 sessions. So if you are joining a weekend batch, so we are going to meet every Saturday and Sunday. So if you are joining any weekday evening batch, that would be every Mondays and Wednesdays evening, or that would be every Tuesdays and Thursdays evening batch. And then each session would go for about 2 hours. So please do remember that this is 2 hours program. So every session would go for 2 hours, and then we are going to use Zoom. All right. And then this is completely interactive way of learning. So I am the coach. You can call me coach or coach AK. I've been doing this program for about last 9+ years or so. So I'm the coach. You don't have to deal with anyone else. For example, if you actually go to any other program, you're going to see several instructor for each and every different topic, and then you don't know whom to reach out whenever you have any questions. But in my case, I am the exclusive coach, so you can deal with me. And then the classes are going to be fast paced, and this is completely industry oriented training. So this is very important. I bring like 25 years of experience in IT, and then last 10+ years or so I've been practicing DevOps. I work with a number of different companies. I have carried out various DevOps transformation initiatives. So that is what I actually bring to this program. All right. And then this is 80% hands-on program as well as 20% theory. So please do understand that this is completely practical oriented way of learning DevOps. And then we are going to do 50+ core lab exercise, and then I also have bunch of bonus lab exercise as well. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is DevSecOps coaching program where we are going to practice in AWS Cloud as well as Azure Cloud. So everything is going to be purely lab oriented. And then I also have 2 websites, coachdevops.com and cadevops.com. So all my instructions are available in these 2 websites. And then I also going to create a separate WhatsApp group. So for example, if you are part of a weekend batch, I would be creating a separate WhatsApp group where you will be added. And similarly, if you're also joining weekday evening batch, I would be adding you in the separate WhatsApp group, so that anytime you are actually stuck, you can always take a screenshot of any of your lab exercise, and then you can post it in the group chat, and then I would be able to go through that. I would be able to answer your questions immediately, or maybe within an hour or so. All right. And then as part of this program, I am also offering resume preparation as well, right? So I know many of you may be transitioning from non-IT into IT, or you may be already in IT. You may be working as a Java developer or QA engineer or agile coach, or practicing agile, but you want to transition into DevOps. So I would definitely help each and every one of you separately in order to prepare your resume, so that you have maximum chance during interview and whatnot. All right. And then I will also help each and every one of you to prepare for your interview as well. Okay, I would also conduct various mock sessions. So if you're comfortable, I can also do one-on-one interview preparation session with you, like a mock interview if you prefer, or I can also do it in a group as well. Okay, and then I would be providing continuous coaching and mentorship. I usually don't delete my WhatsApp group after my training is over, or I don't exit from the group chat or anything like that. All my past WhatsApp group is continuously active, and then you can always post any time if you have any questions. Even after the coaching program is over, you can still reach out to me. All right. And then I would also provide each and every student what my students call as a DevOps Bible. This DevOps Bible is going to have comprehensive set of interview questions and answers. It is like close to 100 interview questions and answers. I would also provide you all to that as well. Okay, so in overall, the training program is completely like job focused, and then this is purely like outcome driven. Okay, so you don't have to worry about man, I don't know what to do or where to go and all. So that is how this program has been structured. So I hope this is very, clear to each and every one of you who is actually watching this video. All right. Now let's also talk about what we are actually going to cover as part of our training program. So if you look at the slide, right? So like I said, this is DevSecOps coaching program, and we are going to leverage both AWS cloud as well as Azure cloud. Okay. So as part of our different tooling or as part of our different practices, so you can clearly see here, right? So we are going to start learning about SCM, which is nothing but source code management. Okay. So we are going to cover Git, GitHub, Bitbucket, and Azure repos as well under that category. And then, yes, we would also learn about continuous integration and continuous delivery. So we are going to learn 3 different tools as part of this category. And then we would also learn code quality. So we are going to integrate SonarQube as well as, Trivy scanning, which comes under security scanning. So we are going to cover, a couple of code quality tool as well as security scanning tool as part of our program. And we will also learn binary repository manager. So as part of this, we are going to learn about Nexus and then Artifactory as well. And then collaboration tool. So which is very important, because if you're a DevOps engineer, sending that continuous feedback or immediate feedback back to a development team or operation team, which is very crucial, right? So we would also integrate a tool called Slack as part of our, CI/CD pipeline. And then we would also learn about infrastructure as a code. So we are going to use Terraform for that. And then we would also learn about configuration management, which is nothing but Ansible. So we are going to cover Ansible as part of our coaching program. And then containers. So you go to any company, they are in the process of moving away from a monolithic architecture into microservices architecture. So as part of that, we are going to learn about microservices, and then we will also learn about Docker. And then under container orchestration, we are going to learn about a tool called Kubernetes, which is very popular. You go to any company, like I said, they are moving away, from monolithic architecture into microservices architecture. So they may be building containers and whatnot. So you need to have proper container orchestration tools. So we're going to learn about Kubernetes, and we will also learn about monitoring. So monitoring also very important. So once you set up your infrastructure, you also need to monitor your environment and infrastructure continuously. So as part of that, we are going to learn about Prometheus as well as Grafana. All right. So yeah, so just to summarize, these are the various practices, various, tooling that we would be learning as part of our coaching program. So if you look at this slide, this talks about, DevSecOps roadmap. So I do have separate video on my YouTube channel. You can, go through it, but just to summarize, right? So once you have decided to learn DevOps, if you want to learn and master, this is the roadmap for you, right? So you are here. So how do you think you can reach your, final destination, right? Which is nothing but DevOps champion. So there are various tools. So each and every tool that you actually see, we are going to cover as part of our coaching program. So just to quickly summarize, so you can see here, right? So you are here, obviously, right? You need to have very strong Linux skills and scripting knowledge. And then of course, you also need to have SCM tools knowledge, right? And then of course, very important to have CI/CD, because CI/CD is one of the fundamental building blocks of DevOps. So it's very important, to know CI/CD knowledge. So as part of that, we are going to cover 3 different tools. And then DevSecOps, like I mentioned, we are going to learn about SonarQube, Aqua Trivy, and then Checkout. So Checkout is another, security scanning tool where you can scan your infrastructure files. And then as part of infrastructure automation or configuration management, so 2 different tools we are going to learn, Terraform and Ansible. And then as part of containers, we are going to learn about Docker, Kubernetes, Helm, which is a package manager for Kubernetes. So we would also learn that. And then monitoring, Prometheus and Grafana. And then last but not the least, like I said, we are going to practice all our tooling, all our DevOps practices by leveraging both AWS cloud as well as Azure cloud. All right. So I hope this is very clear to you. So if you're really interested in joining my program, please do message me in WhatsApp, or you can also email me. So what are you guys waiting for? Let's go ahead and then get started. Thank you so much.